if I get people booked, like how do I make sure that they're there? How do I make sure they bring friends? If they tell me that they're, busy, how do I still get them booked? You know what I mean? If they tried Mary Kay and their face broke out, etc. So tonight's going to be really just a very significant training for you. And this is going to be really timeless. And so I would just pull out your pens, pull out your papers, and we're just going to go ahead and dive right on in with recognition. So, first things first, you guys, I really want to celebrate those of you who had an amazing week and you made progress in your business. So, if you sold absolutely anything this last week, go ahead and just give us your best seminar wave. If you sold anything, yes, Bethany, Dreama, Larissa, Imelda, yes. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, $200. Keep on waving if you sold $200. $300. Look at Anissa, Dreama, Imelda. I am so proud of you guys. Yes, this is so awesome. Okay, $400. Keep on waving. Dreama's still waving. Congrats, Imelda, Star Week. Anissa, a Star Week. Who else is waving in the chat right here? Let's see. Elena, yay. Okay, we're going to rev it on up to $400. $500. Look at Dreama still waving. $600, $700. Wow, $800. $900. Elena's still waving. Okay, Dreama. And Elena, you'll have to type your total in the chat, my friend. And Dreama, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you. We would love to hear your total and what your biggest tip was. And Elena, we'll have you share as well.
I sold 758 this week. So I had a two faces today and it was almost $500. So that was exciting.
That is amazing. So what is your top tip? How did you do it? We're all dying to know.
Um, I'm just kind of learning patience and learning from Amelia. I'm still feeling kind of out of my wheelhouse, but I'm willing to learn and just kind of chatting and having fun. I mean, it's just some girlfriends having fun with some skincare.
I love that, Dreama. Now, when you did your close today, what did that sound like when you closed your sale?
I just kind of asked if there were any of the bundles that piqued their interest. And they went right to it was the gold bundle. I think I sold a gold bundle and a silver bundle. And then they both chose two things from the spa bar. And they really, really like the charcoal mask. And then I always talk up the the gel patches. I love those. Those are one of my favorite all-time favorite things. So they both bought those as well.
Okay, now Dreama, I'm genuinely curious. How do you know these two women to rack our brains for booking?
It was a coworker and her mom, and it was very sweet. Like I learned some new things about her today, and her mom. It was very, very sweet.
I love that. So you guys write down, who do you work with? Who do you work with? And have you pampered all of your coworkers? So amazing. And I love that the fact that her mom came tells me that you asked her, Dreama, who in your life would you like to have come join you? So way to work at full circle. I'm so proud of you. Amelia was boxing me today, bragging on you and just your skill set. And so congratulations. And what we'll have you do, or have Elena do, because you're a runner up, is if you could just runner up. So we're going to have you guys type your tip in the chat because we have a lot to cover tonight. And Elena, we're so proud of you, girl. 520. That is amazing. So what we're going to celebrate next is sharing about this business. And we've got some exciting promotions to celebrate tonight, you guys. So we're just going to start with Rico. And so if you shared about this business with anyone this last week, go ahead and give us your best wave. You shared Dreama, yes. Anissa, yes, 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 yes. Emily, yes. Bethany, yes. Okay, we're going to rev it on up to two people. If you share with two people, keep waving. Yes, Elena. Okay, three people. Yay, Emily's still waving. Dream is still waving. And this is still waving. Okay, five people. Keep waving. Six people. Keep waving. Yay, Emily, Dreama, and Nissa. I see promotions. Okay, seven people. Eight people. Nine people. 10 people. 11. 12. Oh, Anissa. 12 people. So we're about to celebrate her big promotion. But Anissa, we would all love to hear your biggest top tip with sharing about the business.
Um, every time I share about it, I'm just really passionate about it. I love the products. I love what this business does for women in their lives, Mary Kay in general. I just really talk up the company, and I wanted to share this. I used to be so scared of sales. I've been in sales for a long time now, but when I first got started, I used to be so scared of sales. And then a coach somewhere along the way taught me that sales stands for sharing a life enhancing solution. And I always implement that now when I'm asking for the sale. A lot of people get scared to ask for the sale, and I don't. And just sharing about the business, it's a passion of mine because what an amazing company.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, Anissa, while you're sharing your tip, I think it's so fitting to go ahead and celebrate your brand new promotion, you guys. Anissa is a brand new team leader. She has 6 active, and so she's just 2 active from DIQ by Friday, so she can come to Dallas to our sales director meeting. And Anissa, you've grown your team too. I want to say I don't know, I think there's 13 people on your team now. I want to say maybe it's more than that. You probably know your exact number. And you've done that literally. Do you want to just quickly share your timeline and just your biggest top tip for the pace at which you've done it? Because for those of you who are in the house tonight who would like to be a sales director, I know your tip would just inspire so many.
Yeah, I'll go quick and just share my timeline. So I have 15 team members total right now, 6 active, and I've got several more that are getting active this week. And so really quickly, the first time I met Megan for a facial was April 27th. May 25th, I saw her for a makeover. I signed up for my 35. May 27th, I placed my $1,800 active order. June 15th, I had my launch party in person, signed up 2 team members. June 20th, I had my virtual launch party. June 28th, I had my 3rd active team member and became Red Jacket. July 8th, I had 5 team members and got to gold medal. And then as of this morning, I have 15 on my team, 6 active, and I will be in DIQ when I fly to Dallas on Saturday.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So you guys, I know you're all like, I just need to breathe the air, and this is breathing, right? I just need to breathe your air. What I want to tell you guys on a practical level that I love that Anissa is doing is Anissa tracks her bubble sheets consistently, and she's always booking in some form and fashion. And Anissa, your superpower is that you're consistently booking. Like, that is your formula. You're always booking, you're always lead generating, you're always networking. And so, when you double your rate of booking, you'll double your rate of team members, you'll double your rate of sales. And so I think it's just so amazing how, Anissa, your consistent effort to book when no one is watching is going to create your stage moment at seminar. And being in that room with the directors, it's just going to be so amazing. And so I'm so inspired by you. Aren't you guys inspired? Just pop in the chat if you're inspired. I mean, seriously. And so with that being said, just since we're on the topic of team building, I do want to go ahead and I really do want to shout out our Red Jackets, because there's so many of you who have worked so diligently to be in red by seminar, so many of you. And so I want to shout out those of you who are here. Of course, Anissa's a team leader, she's in red, and congratulations to Becky Keast, who is here. Becky hustled for her red, you guys. She was relentless. She went for that red, and you are going to look so spicy in that red jacket at our classes. We're so excited to celebrate you. And I know Amelia is so thrilled about her girlies that are really tracking red. And so, Amelia, do you just want to just breathe belief into those? I know you can shout at your girls and those who are seniors, and you're like, I want to be in red. I want to be in red. I want to be in red. How many of you guys are like, I just want to be in red? Anyone? You're like, just get me in my red jacket. And so, Amelia, if you want to shout out your girls and just share just a top tip for those who are looking to get from senior to red, and just anything inspirational you feel led to share around that. And Chris is here. Wait, sorry. Chris, I didn't shout out Chris. I didn't think she'd be here. Okay, Chris stretched for her red, you guys. She is going to be in her red jacket in Dallas. It's just gonna be a lineup of spicy reds. Like, we're just gonna take all the pictures in Dallas. And so we're so proud of you, Chris, and to all of our reds. So sorry, Chris, I didn't see your beautiful face here. So, okay. So Amelia, if you just want to share real fast, just something, just your belief, just something, share something inspirational.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just literally so blown away and excited. And I'm so excited for everyone that is a senior consultant. I know there's so many of you girls in the champion unit and in the ambition unit that are pushing for their red jacket for July. And you're like, I want this more than my next breath in my lungs. And if I sound like I have like something in my nose, I probably do. So just ignore that. But anyways, I'm so excited for you guys. And it really just boils down to tracking interviews. And if you're a senior consultant and maybe you're 2 away from red, maybe you're 1 away from red, 1 in 5 recruit, right? So track the interviews and let's do them together. And when I was stretching for big promotion goals with Megan, when I was going into red and DIQ and directorship, it was like, Amelia, like this breaks down. And I was like, oh, it's that easy? She's like, yeah. And then we just did it. And it really is a numbers game. So if you want that, like I just said, you're like, girl, that's me. You're like the next breath in my lungs. I want this red jacket so bad. Like, just ask the people, get in front of the faces, and people will respect your goal and your excitement, and they'll see that you're driven, and they won't even care like what you're going for. They'll just be like, yeah, you're excited. I'm excited too. I don't even know what we're excited about, you know? So I know, Emily, you're gonna be in your red jacket like by the end of this week, literally. And Dreama, I know you're gonna be in your red jacket by the end of this month. Like, girl, I just know it. And Bethany and Nikki, I'm rooting you on. I know you guys can do it. And if you're like, Amelia, you're literally crazy, like I'm still 2 people away, like, no, like, did you just hear what Anissa did? You can do it. Like, Anissa is like, no excuses. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm so excited, so proud of all you guys. So yeah, hopefully that was inspirational. Woohoo!
I love that, Amelia. And real fast, if you guys want to screenshot this, and if you're already in red, this would be a good thing to screenshot for your personal team members. So with red, and then we're going to move on to our recognition and celebrating our new, but most consultants average 1 new team member for 5 sharing appointments. And so if you ask only 1 person per month, you'll probably recruit 1 every 5 months or 2 recruits every year. Okay. And so if you ask only 1 person per week, you'll probably recruit 1 in 5 weeks or 10 new business associates per year. And fast forwarding, if you were to ask 10 people each week, you will recruit 2 every week or 104 new business people per year. So if you did 40 interviews a month, you would be a Cadillac director. If you did 10 interviews per week for a year, you'd be in your Cadillac in a year, which is very accurate. So it's all a numbers game. And I think that that's just so freeing. So in light of us celebrating sharing, I think now would be an appropriate time to celebrate our new consultants on before we celebrate booking. And so I'll go ahead and just start by introducing my new team member, Jocelyn. And Jocelyn is absolutely amazing. Her skin is, we met it for the first time at Panera this week, and I was like, what do you use on your skin? Like, her skin is beautiful. And Jocelyn, you're such a hustler, and you just have truly the biggest heart. And I'm just so excited to support you in this, and just your story and your work ethic. You have so much to offer, not only Mary Kay, but the lives of the women that you're going to be meeting at these facials. I'm just really excited for really to see what you're able to do with this. And so we're so excited to welcome you to your first mingle. So if you just want to share, Jocelyn, just what you're most excited about, and I know everybody will show some love to the chat to welcome you, girl. Oops, you're muted. Here, I'll ask you to unmute. There we go. Oh, wait, you're still muted.
Better?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. So hi, I'm really excited to be here and to start on this process. I'm very new to it. I absolutely love learning, so I'm really excited to get to learn what all Mary Kay does, what they have to offer, and some of the different benefits of their skincare products, and get to bring different people in. It's been really inspiring. I have been reaching out to get people for my launch party, and just the amount of support that I have, even just in my close circle, is like, hold up a minute. Wow, this is actually really cool. So I'm definitely really excited to see how this goes.
Oh, I love that, Jocelyn. I know within like 3 hours, she's like, here's 4 dresses. I was like, dope, let's do it, girl. So you know, it's always a no if we don't ask. So Jocelyn, we're so excited to welcome you. And does anyone else have someone new that you need to introduce tonight, or a new consultant and you've not yet been introduced?
Yeah, I have someone. So
Beautiful.
so excited. Without further ado, it does me no greater pleasure than to introduce Renee. And Renee and I have gone to church together for gosh, I want to it's almost like 2 years now, right, Renee? 2 years. And we actually met doing nursery together. And so we were serving in children's ministry. And long story short, I asked her if she would do a Mary Kay facial with me and for my 30 faces. And she was like, yeah, sure. And so she has just been my best customer, ride or die, for 2 years almost. And so she finally made the decision to sign up to be a product ambassador. And she's so excited to see where this takes her. And Renee, you're just the best, most hardworking nurse and just like caring woman of God I've ever met in my life. And you just radiate joy in all you do. And you are just so genuine and thoughtful and down to earth. And so I am just so happy you get to be with this community of women. And so I would love for you if you just want to unmute and share with everyone what you're most excited about. I'm sure everyone would love to hear.
Well, first of all, I'm really most excited about Amelia progressing. That was my whole goal in this whole thing, is just to encourage her as a young person to meet her goals for a career in Mary Kay. And that's what I started with. And I didn't really want to be a salesperson. I'm a nurse. I'm kind of a quiet stay-at-home person. But it's just been encouraging to see all your stories, these stories that I've heard over the last 2 weeks of all you ladies that are doing such wonderful things and encouraging other women through this whole, it's a ministry really. And I think that putting God first, family second, and work third is just such a great motto thing that's what excites me about Mary Kay. Yeah.
Yay. Well, we're so excited that you're here today and just that we get to love on you and you get to, just keep sharing the joy with everyone like we all do. So welcome. So glad you made it on tonight and for you to keep being here. And then is there anyone else new that had anyone to introduce or was that everyone?
That's everybody. And brand new sales director, Shannon Jiggers, just hopped on from her facial. And Shannon, if you would like to recognize booking, that's our last recognition category. I'll pass the mic to you.
Okay, so how many did Megan refresh my memory? How do we do this?
Oh yeah, we'll do a count up of their bookings and we'll have them wave as they count up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who did 5 bookings this week?
Yay, Dreama, Bethany, Anissa.
Oh, yay, okay. What about 6 bookings? 7, 8, Anissa, wow. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do I need to move up to just 20? 20? Are you at 20? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Higher? Keep on going. How many do you have, Anissa?
I have 50.
Oh my gosh, you're our queen. Wow, congratulations. Give us give us your 2 tips.
It's just a bubble sheet a day. That's it.
There you go. Wow, congratulations, Anissa.
And Anissa, do you want to share what you're saying when you're booking? I'm sure we all want to know. Don't you all want to know? Like, what the heck is
Yes,
she saying?
yeah.
What is she saying? So we want to hear your favorite approaches, Anissa, that you've been using because that is, wow, my friend, significant. That is amazing.
Yeah, the script that I care for the most is the one that asks women if they would like to be featured as a model in my portfolio. Women seem to respond very well to that for the most part. And that's it.
So amazing, Anissa. Oh my gosh. 50
Congratulations.
bookings. We're so proud of you. Yes, that is so amazing. And you guys, like, honestly, how many of you guys, you could get really excited about a contest to win a vacation out west for free by Mary Kay? How many of you can get excited about that?
Me?
Okay. So I want you guys to we're just gonna put our, we're just gonna watch a short video and we're gonna explain this contest Mary Kay is doing right now. And oh my gosh, just watch this. This is crazy.
Calling all beauty lovers. Are you ready to experience a makeover contest unlike any other? Picture this. You and your bestie soaking up the fun at a luxury resort for 3 blissful days, where you'll be pampered to the max with relaxing spa treatments and enjoy $1,000 in spending money, plus an assortment of Mary Kay products. Talk about an epic weekend. Want to know more? From July 15th through August 31st, you're invited to enter the Mary Kay Your Way Makeover Contest to create a new look that's all you and potentially win amazing prizes. 6 grand prize winners, plus their independent beauty consultants, will receive a spa-a-day getaway for 2 to Scottsdale, Arizona, and more. 7 honorable mention winners and their independent beauty consultants will receive a $500 gift card, plus an assortment of Mary Kay products. And it's super easy to enter. First, book an appointment with your independent beauty consultant to create your new look. Second, complete the entry form on the contest website. Third, submit a photo of your new look on the contest website. And that's it. Get all the details now and express beauty your way with Mary Kay.
Is that not adorable, you guys? Like, literally, it's a makeover contest for you and your customer to win $1,000 in shopping money and a trip to Arizona for 3 days. I thought it was 4, it's 3. So you guys, basically how you enter, like they said, is you book an appointment, you create a new look, and they just have to complete an entry form on the contest website. And so even if it's virtual, they can totally snap a picture. The key is that the 2 things they have to have is a foundation shade of Mary Kay on. So CC cream will probably be the easiest way to do this. And they just have to share how this new look makes them feel. And so there's literally going to be a panel of Mary Kay judges that will choose the top 13 finalists based on originality and creativity and their adherence to the contest theme and the makeover look and the caption. And then they're going to announce the 4 grand prize winners. And so 2 more grand prize winners will be selected from the 9 remaining finalists through Facebook voting. And so they're going to announce the winners in mid-September, and the trip is going to be December 6th through 8th. And so you guys, this is amazing, like spa treatments, 2 nights in a luxury hotel, like they're going to pay for your airfare and everything. And so this is really a great time to book virtual makeovers. I mean, with the portfolio approach, like Anissa said, you could even just mention like, PS, like we're going to be entered to a trip out to Arizona and $1,000 spending cash. I mean, it makes it so authentic to book people as face models, especially right now. And so what we're going to do next, you guys, is we just have 2 super quick announcements. And then me and Shannon are going to dive into overcoming booking objections and coaching your appointments with excellence and how to really do that. And so the first thing, you guys, is I just want to mention to those of you all who are local in Florida. So we have our fall retreat. It's not happening for another 3.5 months, but I just wanted you guys to know about it. And it's going to be in Sarasota, Florida. So it's super local to us. So right now, all we have are the save the dates. It's October 11th through 13th. And as soon as Ari has more information on this, she's going to send it my way. But you guys, Larissa and I went last year, and I think Larissa's still here. I'm going to have Larissa just put a voice to this event and just the feeling of it. But it's very casual. Like, it's the opposite of seminar. You're in jeans, it's casual. Like, a lot of us barely wear makeup. Like, we do cookouts, we eat hot dogs. Like, it's normally at a church camp, okay? It's very inexpensive, like, to register. So I don't have the exact pricing yet, but it's awesome. So, all right, Larissa, I'm just going to highlight you real quick. I'm putting you on the spot, but I'd love for you to share just your experience at Fall Retreat last year and just anything you feel led to share about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what I remember most about this fall retreat was there was a campfire. I think it was like the night before we had to go home, and it was really, really special, really eye-opening. It was revelatory, actually, because Megan shared that's um, that there were lots of obstacles in her way when she first started. There was some heartbreak, but ultimately it all led to her realizing that God wants her to go forward with the sparkle area and, building it. And someone mentioned it earlier that Renee mentioned that this business is more of a ministry. And I fully believe that. And so, before every appointment, we pray for those that we're going to be interacting with and the people that are going to be touched, whether they're referrals, face models, whatever, however we may impact their life, that it is going to improve their lives. And so God honors that. And it just really impacted me, the fact that we were around a campfire and there was this baby, if you will, that needs nourishing. And, I just get so encouraged by the fact that there are new team members every week. I see on Voxer like, oh, so and so was added. And I'm just like, yay, like we're doing our thing. And if you can make it to fall retreat, I hope you do. It'll change your life. It changed mine. So
Oh my gosh, you guys,
that's all I can say.
it was so powerful because we like had a prayer time and we took our limiting belief and we had to write it on a paper, and you had to bring that paper and you had to throw it in the fire. And like, I swear there were demons that left. This is gonna sound intense. There were demons that left girls in that fire. Like girls that were like, this was my childhood trauma. This is what I believed about myself. This is what God showed me today. Throw it in the fire. Like we were all like sobbing. Like we were all like by the end we were like the next day we had a church service before we left. It was a church service and then like a one last hour long training. Oh, we were all up in there like, we're changed, sisters. Like I was like hugging girls that I didn't know 2 days before, and I'm like, girl, I know your beef on your life, and God freed you of that. Like we were leaving like revitalized humans. I mean, it's just most down to earth. Like we're all dolled up tonight, right? Because it's mingle, but like a fall retreat, you just come like it's freaking church camp. I love fall retreat. So anywho, that's the save the date. If you live up north, you can always come down, or we can find one that's closer to you. I think Dawn Dunn is doing one in Pennsylvania. So anyways, without further ado, we are going to dive right on into our training tonight. And so what we really wanted to train you guys on is, first off, just how to overcome booking objections. And so me and Shannon are just going to role play with some of the biggest objections that you may get. So we're going to cover that for the first like 10 minutes. And then we're going to close out in the last 10 minutes with how to coach your appointments from the moment that you book that appointment to the moment that they show up at your door or show up on Zoom. And so how many of you guys, you feel like, yes, I need this. I saw your hands at the beginning. Yes. Okay. So we're going to dive right on in. So I'm just going to spotlight me and Shannon, and then we're just going to dive into to talking a little bit about objections. And so we're going to take this, you guys, as if I'm on the phone with Shannon or messaging Shannon, and she's just going to tell me what her objection might be after I've asked her to be my face model or one of my first 30 faces.
Didn't realize I was muted.
Fine. Okay, so I've just asked Shannon to be my face model. So Shannon, feel free to just shoot me with your objections, friend.
I don't have time. I'm so busy. I don't have time right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, I completely and totally hear you, Shannon. So let me ask you this. If you knew that our makeover, if you knew it would only take about an hour on Zoom, does that seem like something that you would potentially feel open to?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, what would you need to know in order to feel like you could fit it into your schedule?
Well, how long and what does it consist of if we meet virtual, like via Zoom?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's going to take about an hour. And so, how this works is you're simply going to be donating your face virtually. And so, you'll be featured as my face model. That's the realtor. Like, this would be if I was doing like a portfolio of professional women, or if you're doing a face model approach, you could tell her she's one of the like blonde or brunette models. And I'll send you your skincare treatments for our virtual facial. And so, you don't even have to leave your house. So, you just hop on a tutorial on Zoom, and then you'll send me your after selfie, and then I'll tag you. And so I have availability on Thursday, July 29th at 8 p.m. and Friday, August 1st at 10 a.m. Which of those days and times are best for your schedule?
Thursday.
Okay. So that's that objection. Okay, next one.
Okay, what does it consist of if we meet in person, and how long will it take?
That's a great question. So it's going to take about an hour and a half in person. And so we're going to be doing skincare and a relaxing charcoal mask and microdermabrasion to exfoliate. So this will just make sure that the makeup will go on flawlessly. And then next I'll match your foundation, and then we'll just do a natural color look, and I'll be taking your before and your after pictures. Does that seem like something you might enjoy?
Yeah, I think I would. Mhm.
Okay, sounds great. And then from there you go in to book the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
Okay. I don't think I'm interested.
Oh my goodness. Well, I so appreciate your honesty. If you don't mind me asking, can you tell me what makes you uninterested in a free makeover?
Uh, Makeup's not my thing, so.
Oh my gosh, I totally understand. I mean, I think a lot of women, I think we feel that way. And so, how would you feel if your session was just customized skincare and an exfoliator, and if we just left the glamour part out? Would that make you feel a little bit more comfortable?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, sounds great. Okay. Do
Okay.
next one.
Um, let's see. I'm looking through these. Okay. I said busy, but this could be something a little bit different. It's about busyness too. I like to have a makeover, but can't schedule it right now.
Oh, I completely hear you, and I understand life is so, so busy. Well, let me ask you this. Would you prefer that I check back with you in about 2 weeks, or would 3 weeks really be better for you after your schedule is able to calm down?
3 weeks.
Okay. And y'all, I want to make a huge point to this one, this objection we can get, because a lot of people in the summer, they're on vacation or they're busy. Don't just dismiss it and say, "Oh, girl, no problem. Like, it's totally fine." But ask them, like, "Do you want me to touch base in 2 weeks, or would 3 weeks be better?" And just make it relational, right? Like, I hope you have a great vacation. That's a really, really, really big one. And y'all, you're not bothering people to ask for a follow-up. How many of you guys, I'm going to put this on gallery so I can see you guys before we do our next ones. How many of you guys, you have scheduled some form of a nail, hair, dentist, some type of an appointment within the last 2 months? Okay. Type in the chat, how many times did they message you to confirm, follow up, or touch base about that appointment before you walked through the doors? Let's just see. 2. Dream of 2. Anissa, 40,000. Jocelyn, 3. Okay. Anyone else? And Nikki, at least twice, right? Chris, depends. Totally. So you guys, in Mary Kay, think about this. A dentist, for example, is a doctor who went to school for 8 years and paid $350,000 to get his education, and he still gets stood up. Don't you think that you, as a Mary Kay beauty consultant, your odds are probably pretty similar or a little bit less than a doctor? And doctor's appointments, on average, half of them hold. 50% of them hold. So in Mary Kay, our rate of success with holding appointments is 1/3 hold, 1/3 reschedule, and 1/3 cancel. So my mentor, Dawn Dunn, always taught me, Megan, if you want to do a power start, 30 faces or 15 faces in a month, you need to have double that amount booked because it's a third, a third, a third. So I would call her upset, like, "Susie Q stood me up or canceled." And she's like, "It's a third, a third, a third." I'm like, "Okay." She's always like, it's just facts, Megan. And I was like, "Okay." So it's one of those things, it's a hard pill to swallow, but as soon as you can swallow it, it's easier to move on and book faces, because when someone cancels, you're not even surprised. You're like, "Okay." And Gloria Mayfield Banks, an amazing national, always said, she said, "You want to be so booked up that when someone cancels, you're like, 'Thank God. I'm so busy. Thank God they canceled. I don't even have time for this. I have so many appointments on my books. And so I always found that so funny and yet so true. So you
Yeah.
are not bothering people. And there's some stat in this book by John Maxwell, something like 80 something percent of bookings and sales happen on the fifth reach out. How many of y'all for your hubby to really get you? He had to ask you like 5 times out, right? For him to really get you. It took him quite a few tries, right? Y'all, it's the same thing in business. You almost just have to make a game out of it. Okay, so all right, Shannon, well, I'll give you some objections now. So, we've done our booking and I've asked you to be my face model or whatever. So, oh wait, you're asking me, I'm giving you objections, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Now let me just ask you, since we're
That's right, that's right. Right, it's reversed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Shannon, I would love to get together for a makeover, but I already use another brand and I'm super, super happy with the brand that I'm already using.
Megan, I don't have that paper in front of me.
That's okay. Do you want me to share the screen?
Yes.
Okay, we'll read off of it together. Look, you guys, don't we give you hope? Look, we read off of our scripts too. Okay, so okay, Shannon. Okay, if you want to read this.
Okay. Oh, Megan, I really appreciate your honesty, and I'm glad you are using. Okay, this is I gotta minimize your screen. Using a quality product. It would be fun for me to pamper you and get your opinion on how oh, you did that. Okay. Hold on a minute.
No, you're doing great. This is right.
Okay. There is no obligation to get anything. I love to just teach you some new tips, and I promise I'll give you an awesome makeover. Does that sound like something you would enjoy?
Sure. That does sound good.
Okay, great.
And with this one, I will tell you guys, you can leave out there's no obligation to get anything. This is a script from like pre-COVID. I would just take that out because we are here to have a business. It's not that there's an obligation, but like we're not a charity, we a business. So you can take out that sentence if you'd like.
Hey, I'm home.
Hey, okay. Sorry, my son just walked out here and said, "Hey, I'm home." Okay.
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 Okay. Well, Shannon, I so appreciate you offering, but I don't think that I want to have a party.
I understand, and I really appreciate your honesty. I feel the same way about parties. They can be a lot of work. Would you enjoy a one-on-one personalized makeover? I would love to pamper you, or you can use this one. I understand, and I really appreciate your honesty. With our parties, we keep it to a very small group so we can give personal attention to everyone. It's easy because you just invite a few of your close girlfriends, and this is different too now, the 50% off discount. So we changed that. Do you want to explain to them that being changed, Megan?
So y'all, the cool part about like you're your own business owner, right? So you can do whatever you want with parties. Personally, I just give a free microdermabrasion when they have 4 friends because that only costs us $27, something like that. Yeah, $27.50. And it gets you in front of 5 people, 4 plus the hostess. We used to do a 50% off discount for the hostess when she has 3 friends. So you can do whatever you want, but I like the free microderm because it's duplicatable and you can repeat over and over again. So, okay. Oh, let's go to this one. Oh, Shannon, I would love to have a makeover, but I tried Mary Kay products before and my face broke out.
Oh, okay. So this is a unique one, y'all. So your voice is so important. Be gentle but confident and speak with a tone of genuine concern, seeking to understand what they're saying. Although this is longer conversation, please study this. So okay. So Megan, I understand how you would feel that. I can understand how you would feel that way. I would feel the same way. If you don't mind me asking, tell me a little bit more about what happened with your skin.
Oh, absolutely. So I washed my face. I used this daytime solution. It had a bunch of SPF, and like the next day I had so many breakouts.
Do you remember which products you used?
I think it was like this really old Time-Wise. It was like 8 years ago. I was in college and it just
What
like
kind of breakouts didn't mean to interrupt you. So
yeah, the breakouts, I just looked really oily and there were like whiteheads all around my nose. It was really disgusting.
Okay. So you certainly don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but I wanted to know if there was if wanted to know that there are so many people that generally have sensitive skin, and we have the botanical lines that cater to that, and they're hypoallergenic and antioxidant rich and free of alcohols, dyes, and fragrances. So I really believe I can help you find a customized formula for your sensitive skin. Does that seem like something that you would be more comfortable to try?
Oh, absolutely. I would be more comfortable with that.
Great.
Love it. So you guys, with this, there are all of these in the bottom of our booking document, you guys. Midway is how to overcome booking objections, and I still use this. So when you're booking, if you don't get an immediate yes, or if you get an objection like that, truly, truly, truly just go back to that. I mean, school is never out for the pro, right? So real quick, before we move on to coaching, I'm just gonna bring us back to gallery view, and I would love to hear from you guys. Are there any other objections that you all are receiving that you want us to talk through, and you want to hear how to overcome? Does anybody have anything that's on your heart that you wanted to ask, or even something that you heard that spoke to you? Yeah, Jocelyn.
So I had, when I was reaching out to people, I'm reaching out to different friends and families. Some of them aren't exactly local, but they don't like the idea of doing it virtually. And it's difficult with them living far away.
Yeah. I think if people don't want to do it, they don't fully understand how fun it is. Because our virtual sessions, I think, are actually even more fun than in person. And so my question would be, have you given them a detailed explanation of what a virtual facial is?
To be honest, I feel like I still kind of struggle to figure out what all goes into it, the virtual sessions. So
Absolutely.
for me, communicating that with them is a little difficult when I am slightly confused by it myself.
By yourself. Well, it makes sense because you've never been to a virtual facial. So yeah, I think the biggest thing that people just need to know is that we're just gonna hop on Zoom. It's gonna be an hour. I'm gonna mail you all your samples so you don't even have to leave your house. And we're just gonna be doing like almost like a skincare happy hour with girlfriends. And you could tell them I couldn't even tell you how much of a difference you'll make in my training by being there. And so I think when women know it's going to be like fun and community and sisterhood and skincare, I mean, who doesn't want that? So it might just be even watching that recording too, Jocelyn, that I had sent you a virtual facial. That may help too, where it'll give you a better understanding. So that's an excellent question. Anyone else have any objections you wanted us to address, or something you heard that you were like, I've been getting that one. Now I know how to overcome it. Yeah, Dreama?
I have had several people tell me they have friends that sell Mary Kay.
Yes. Okay. Great one. So what I always ask to that is I always say, okay, I love that you have people in your life that do Mary Kay. If you don't mind me asking, when was the last time you had a Mary Kay makeover? Because there are this many people who know people that do Mary Kay, and they've had this many makeovers in their entire lifetime. So I would ask, because if they have never had a makeover, then they're fair game. But if they have a consultant, it is the Mary Kay way to honor that. So I would just ask, when was the last time you had a Mary Kay makeover? Yeah. Okay, Nikki, there's no room in my budget for new skincare products. So this is a unique one because Mary Kay products, if you go to Target and look at their like cleansers and moisturizers, Mary Kay products are like literally the same price. So people might think that Mary Kay is as expensive as like Roden and Fields, where like a cleanser is like $72. I don't know who the heck buys this stuff. They're crazy. They must have no budget, but I have a budget. I don't know about y'all. So I would probably say, oh my gosh, like I totally understand what you're gonna love is that your complimentary facial, it's complimentary. And if you do try products that you love, you can always get it at a discount for hosting with friends. And more than anything, I'm excited to get your opinion. And with that one, Nikki, I would say people who say that they don't know what they don't know. They don't realize that our entire skincare set is $116. And so just get them through the door. And how many of you guys have walked into Target not expecting to buy anything but the cleanser, but the toilet paper or the mouthwash, and you walk out with $200 of the stuff? Anybody? You ever done? Oh, we've all done it. When we walk out, we're like, dang, but this is me, right? Look, this is me. I'm going in to get one little spray for James's room. I come out with the whole candle and this little thing to hold my, like, I didn't need that crap, but I walked out with it, right? People do that in makeovers. They come in, I'm gonna buy a mascara, and they leave with like $300 of stuff. So if they say that, Nikki, they don't realize our price point probably, and they also don't realize the value of what they're getting. So just tell them, girl, it's just gonna be complimentary. I'm excited to pamper you. It's gonna be great. Okay, Imelda, I've known people who did Mary Kay and they did not make money and they got stuck with their products. So with that, people who do Mary Kay, they don't make money, they get stuck with products. Mary Kay actually has a 90% buyback guarantee where you can send back every single product that you have and Mary Kay will literally pay them 90% of what they paid for it. The caveat with that is they can't come back into Mary Kay because Mary Kay is only going to take a risk on you once. And then from a customer standpoint, there's actually a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So the company will literally guarantee the products for customers if they try something and if they're not in love with it. So these are really, really good ones, you guys. So, okay, you guys, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to just share with Shannon, we're going to talk a little bit about coaching. And the best way I know how to do this is to go through this Google document. Both of these will be posted. So this is called the 4-point coaching system. And so Shannon, before we go to this, do you just want to speak on the importance of coaching and why it matters? Oops, you're muted.
Yes. So it does matter. I can tell you 2 different times when I have used it, like right what it's saying, and sent them a picture of the goodie bag and everything, right? I mean, black and white. It works. And when I don't use it, Megan could tell you, because when she was just like, what's been going on? Why aren't they holding? I was like, well, I didn't stick to what Megan the coaching what she has laid out. So it's so important. You'll get more results by just following these simple steps, and it's so easy. I guess I got lazy with the goodie bags, honestly. So yeah,
I love that, Shannon. It's so easy and it does make a trackable difference. It really, really
yeah.
does. So you guys, I created this to make this as simple as possible for you. So the first thing is after the day after you book your appointment, you know how whenever you book like a hair appointment the next day, they're like, your hair appointment is confirmed. It's kind of like that message to your peeps. So basically you're just saying, I hope you're having a great start to your day. And if it's virtual, you would let them know that their pampering package is on the way and you would send them tracking information. If you're like, girl, I ain't that freaking tech savvy, just tell them, girl, your pampering pack's on the way, okay? And that is fine. And if it's in person, I would send them the address for the facial or for the pampering session in that first message. That way they know where it is. And you'll want to be sure to include the day, the date, and the time in that first message. So that happens the day after you book the appointment. The next thing is 5 days before the appointment. You want to send them a message. I'm so excited to see you this week. Like I normally send these messages on Mondays for my appointments for the week. And I'll just say, I wanted to go ahead and send you the Zoom information in advance and what you'll need for our beauty session. And you guys, I have a Canva link here that can be edited and it just has the Zoom information. If you need help editing this, just reach out to your recruiter. We've got you. We will totally edit your picture on this. And what I like about this picture is it tells people how to join Zoom. If I had $1 for every person that was late to a facial because they didn't know how to join Zoom, it's not their fault. Like if you ain't Zooming, you ain't Zooming. Like how are you supposed to know how to Zoom? So I recommend having something where it explains how to Zoom. And then we include what they need for their virtual session. So their pampering packet, 2 washcloths, a pen, the Zoom app, and a charged phone. Because if I also had $1 for every time somebody's phone died mid-facial, y'all, this is strategic marketing, okay? And then if it's an in-person appointment, you could just edit a little graphic to have your address on it or just something like that with the location. So it's just important that they have the information of what they're going to need. So that happens 5 days in advance. And then 2 days later, which is 3 days before the appointment, you tell them we're doing a really big giveaway because for every session that you do with us, you guys know we always spin the wheel and we give away a $25 Mary Kay gift certificate. And so with that, we ask them, if you win, do you prefer skincare or makeup? So it gets the conversation flowing. And then you'll just say, great, well, I don't think I told you, but you get entered to win $500 when you watch a video and fill a survey with it. Here's the little video, and you get additional entries. And you guys, how that works is on my end, I'm able to see everybody who's entered along with your sales directors. So we make sure their names are added in 5 times at the beginning of the appointment. And we draw every other month. So for 60 days of entries, we draw for $500. And how we do that is me and Pam Shaw and a few other sister sales directors, we all contribute a sum total of money, and then we spin the wheel and all of us put money in for this giveaway. And if you need the video from last month, just let me know and I can send it to you. And you guys, this Google form, I just want you guys to know like what's being sent to your friends, family, and face models. It is literally just a little video my mom and I made. It's about 12 minutes long. It just explains our Mary Kay story, where we were before Mary Kay found us. They just put their name, their number, a little bit about them, and they select what impressed them the most, and then they say, you know, what they are. So that is that. And then before the class, this is the, if you hear nothing else we say on coaching, just like turn on your ears for like 1 more minute, okay? So before the class, 1 day before the appointment, okay, we tell them, I'm so excited to see you. You send the Zoom link 1 more time. You're like, you already sent it to her twice. You sent it in a text the first time, in a pic collage in the 3rd time. That's right, we're busy. We have busy lives. So send it to her again. If it's in person, send her the address again. Y'all, this is literally my goodie bags. They're like dirt cheap. I think these things cost me probably like 75 cents. It's literally a sample. Like I do charcoal mask samples now, which costs 25 cents. A hard caramel candy, because if you do soft candy in Florida, she gonna melt and it ain't gonna be cute. So I literally get a huge bag of hard candy, or hard mints are the cheapest candy at Walmart, actually. Like they're the cheapest, and just stick them in there. And then I do a little business card, and then I send them a picture of their goodie bag. And so that's it. If the goodie bag, if you hear nothing else we say, that goodie bag with their name on it matters. Y'all, for the goodie bag, for real, all that I personally do, and I'm sure Amelia and Shannon do it much classier than me, I literally take a piece of paper, cut it in little shreds like I'm a teacher, write their name on it, tape it on the thing, put it in the little regular mailer with 2 stamps, and mail that bad boy. And that's why I like my samples now. That was kind of a picture from a few months ago. I do a charcoal mask sample and it's like flat. I do my business card and I send it in a flat envelope with a thank you note. And so that way, no matter whether you fulfill their order through CDS or if you fulfill it through your inventory or whatever, it just literally goes to them and it's legit, and they get their thank you, and it's all fun and dandy. You know what I mean? So that goodie bag really, really matters. So that's literally coaching. So it's 4 points, and is it tedious? Absolutely. But a party or a facial worth booking is worth coaching. And if you don't coach it, your hold rate will be lower. It just will be. So so we'll close this out just by opening up with any specific questions that you guys have around coaching. Is there anything y'all are like really curious to know, or any comments that you guys have around this? And if not, I would love to know what you'll implement. Yes, Jocelyn, I see your hand, girl.
So I know you do the $25 gift card and then also the 500 for, what's the difference in the two? So is one always offered for any?
Great question. So the $500 cash video giveaway thing is it's offered at every single facial. The spin the wheel we do at every team party or every launch party. And so that will happen organically. Just when they hop on, we'll tell them there's a spin the wheel. And then when their name has been entered, we tell them, by the way, you got 5 extra entries because you watched our video. And so we do those at every party. Now, if you're just doing a one-on-one facial, the $500 cash giveaway is applicable, but the $25 dealio, we only do that at our launch parties or our team facials. So that would probably be the only exception to that rule.
Yeah.
Well, I'm dying to hear real fast. I want to hear what you guys heard that you're going to go and implement in your bookings. Many of you guys, you're booked up or you're about to be booked up now that you've learned this. I would love to hear maybe just a golden nugget. They're like, ooh, I needed that. I wasn't doing that. I'm going to do that. That's good. Anybody feel led to share something you're going to implement this week in your facials?
outside.
Reread the scripts. I see you, Nikki, Bethany, missing some of the follow-up steps. Yeah, those make a huge difference. And we will post this. Who else wants to share? And you're welcome to unmute if you want to share verbally.
I think mine is becoming more comfortable with the scripts, where I'm still pretty new. Like, I feel like when someone answers the phone, you get so used to leaving the messages when you're calling, and then someone answers the phone, and that totally throws me off.
Totally. I know. You gotta have like both scripts in front of you, right? It's like, and Jima, you bring up a great point. Y'all, the scripts are almost like your grandma's pound cake recipe, and you put your own icing on it. Like, it is not the Amelia way, the Megan way, the Shannon way. Like, it ain't our way, y'all. You make it you. This is not a copy-paste business. It's a relationship-based business. So if you're looking at something, you're like, girl, I would never say that. Just tweak it to make it you. Now, if you're not getting results, then we have a problem, right? But like, these things can be, that's the beauty of it. You're in business for yourself, right? But not by yourself. So you can tweak things, but like, do we always ask, do they want a weekend or weekday? Yeah, like stuff like that is just like, it'd be like if we were all dentists, it's like, this is how you drill a tooth. That's what you ask, right? But like, maybe your dentist office is hot pink and hers is black, right? So like, you can tweak it, but obviously the nuts and bullets is different. So Imelda, great question. We'll be posting the follow-up scripts on Voxer in our group chat. And Bethany, one thing too with making it you, one thought would be type out something that would feel like you and just send it to Amelia, right? And just, oh, and Nessa, you were about to say something.
I just had a quick question. When somebody says they have sensitive skin, can you share the ingredients? Where do you find those?
That is an excellent question. So they used to have an ingredient search on Mary Kay In Touch and they took it away. I don't really know why. And so I know on marykay.com, if you search the products underneath, it'll say key ingredients. So the key ingredients are on there. But if you needed like a very detailed ingredient list, honestly, we would have to call the company because they changed that on In Touch when they updated In Touch in February.
Okay.
I mean, Amelia, you may know, you're such a product guru, girl. Do you know where the ingredients are on In Touch? I think she's frozen.
Yeah, she's definitely frozen.
She's frozen. Oh, good. Elena knows. For full ingredients, you can go under orders and click the product you need. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know why they changed it.
I just did that and I don't see the ingredients, so I was just wondering.
Honestly, I would just go on marykay.com and look at the product, and the key ingredients normally will tell them the main stuff.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Perfect. Awesome, you guys. Well, it's going to be an absolutely incredible week, and I believe in you guys to just go and make it happen. And don't let this week go by. I know you guys won't. Just every day, just make the most out of your day and just pray when you wake up. God, what do I need to know today about living in the calling of the truest identity of what you've called me to? And when you just treat every day like it's your, really like it's your last 24 hours, like that's just how you live with abundance, is just to like every day is a gift, every day is a blessing, and you're going to bless women by booking them. So we will be posting both of what we shared tonight on Voxer. And I want you guys to know, you will see this initially on the overcoming booking objections sheet. You've got to scroll down. Let's see what page it is so I can tell you guys. Okay, it's going to be page 9. So that's, if you see it and you're like, girl, I don't see it, it's page 9. So you'll just have to scroll down a little bit. So we will be posting that. So we've got some guests in here for marketing. And so you ladies have an amazing, amazing night. And we look forward to seeing many of you guys in Dallas next week. So bye, guys. And Shannon, Susan is here. I think that's your guest, right?
She's Anne's guest.
Yes, she's Anne's guest.
Yes.
Oh, Anne, look at your daughter. Tell her we said hey.
Hi.
Looks like Susan is joining. It's loading. There she is. Okay, Shannon, I'll let you open us up.
Oh, okay. You kind of put me on the spot.
I'm so sorry. Well, there she is.
Hi.
Hi, Susan. This is
How
Anne.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I'm so glad you came. And
Me
it's
too.
yeah.
Nice to meet you, Susan. My name is Megan, and this is Amelia, and we're sister directors of Shannon.
Nice to
Oh,
meet
good, awesome.
Amelia, do you have some girlies hopping on?
Yeah, we were maybe gonna have a couple. I think Bethany had a guest, Dominique. Bethany, did you want to follow up with her to see if she was gonna make it? You are? Okay. I figured you were on it. She's like, I'm on it. Yeah, so we'll see if they join us. Nice to meet you, Susan.
Nice to meet you.
Well, Susan, we'll just dive right on in. So how this works is this is training for our consultants, which is why it's recorded. And so we'll just have you ask just 2 to 3 questions of literally anything that you would want to know about owning a Mary Kay business. And the only thing we'll ask that you don't ask are product questions, just because our consultants already have certifications in the product. And so, and at the end, you're going to get these awesome little product coupons. So we'll just dive right on in. What is your first question, Susan?
Well, how do you know how much you're gonna receive in pay? I mean, is it like a when you pay, like you get paid every 2 weeks, or how does that work?
Great question. Who wants to answer that one? That's a good one.
I can answer if you'd like. That's such a good question, Susan. So it's really great with your selling. So you make money one of two ways in Mary Kay, right? Or multiple ways, more than two. So the first way is with your sales. And are you familiar with the percent you make off everything you sell in Mary Kay?
Is it 50%?
Yeah, you got it, Susan. So it's 50%. So on your sales, you're paid immediately on it. So it can be direct deposited into your bank account, which is really cool. So you don't have to like wait for a paycheck or anything like that with your sales. So it's really great. And then for the other way you can make your money is when you grow your team, which is great. And so for those deposits, I think for sales directors, we get it twice a month, and then for everyone else, it's once a month, right, Meg? Okay, yeah. But for your sales, you get that right away, girl. So you don't have to wait, which is nice.
What if I don't buy a lot? What if I don't buy any stock and I just have them order it from the Mary Kay's website? How does the pay work then? How does the payment work?
Good question. So it's the same. You're still paid the same no matter what.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah, good question.
The
Yeah.
only difference, Susan, is if you were to like give product from your inventory, you've already purchased the product, so you would keep 100%, like you keep 100% of it. Whereas if you direct ship product, you're still making 50%. It's just that you're paying the wholesale and then you're making 50%. So in other words, if you invest in inventory, you're keeping all of it. And then if you direct ship products, you're still making 50%. It's just a matter of do you have it on hand or not?
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
you
welcome,
explained that.
Dominique. Hello,
Yes.
hello.
Hi, Dominique. We were just diving on into our questions, Dominique. And so thank you for being Bethany's guest. Um, so exciting. So we were just asking our guests, so you and Susan, our guests, any questions you would want to know about Mary Kay. And the only thing we only ask that you don't ask product questions just because Bethany and our consultants already have their certification in those. So any questions you have, feel free to unmute Dominique if you're able. And we would love to hear your questions. She said, my kids are in the background. Okay, she said, I can unmute to answer questions. Okay, Dominique. Well, feel free. Do you have a question off the bat, Dominique, that you want to ask? You can feel free and go ahead.
Not at this point, I don't.
Okay. Well, it might pop in your head too as we go. So you can think, and then Susan, do you have another question? What's your next question, girl?
What about tax time when you file for taxes? How do you do that? I mean, I know how you file for taxes, but I mean, do you, I just don't know the particulars.
Great question. So, Susan, the tax write-offs are amazing, amazing. So you're considered a small business owner. So like you can write off getting clothes if you wear those certain clothes to a Mary Kay party. Like
Wow.
if you drive to DC and let's say you legally sell $300 while you're up there, a portion of all of your gas, all of your mileage is a tax deduction. So the tax deductions are amazing. So how tax works is when we purchase the products as consultants, we pay that tax up front, and then your customers pay you the sales tax right back, which is amazing. So that's how sales tax works on the product. But then as far as like actual business, like taxes of like from what you made, as a new consultant, you'll have so many deductions that you won't even have to worry about taxes. It's more so when you become a sales director and earn a free car, that's where we normally tuck away about a third of your income to pay quarterly taxes at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great question. Are there any other questions you have, Susan? You came so prepared. So
I
prepared.
did. I've been thinking about this all week. Let me tell you.
You was ready for your question.
I only have 2 questions. I'm not really sure if I'm really going to do this. Because today I'm home. I came home and I was sitting on the couch and I was about to fall asleep. I thought I can't go to sleep. I gotta get online.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, so I gotta figure out if this is what I mean. I know I can do it because my schedule is different than it was before when I tried Mary Kay. So I just gotta decide if this is what I really want to do. I'm still not sure. I think so, but you know, I got that little bit of doubt.
Yeah, I
So
totally hear you. Is there someone in particular, like a significant other or a friend, that you would desire for them to weigh in on your decision?
well, my husband and it's kind of up to me. If I do it, I know he's going to be a big support because when I did it before about right before COVID, I
Okay.
think.
What a different
And
time.
my
Holy
work
moly.
schedule, I was in retail, so I worked evenings and it was all over the place. So I couldn't really do what I needed to do because of my schedule.
Sure.
But now that I have evenings free, the only evening I don't have free is Thursday and then Sunday. But I just and it was hard getting some people together to do facials or whatever. So
Sure. And that was I remember that year. That was a crazy, crazy year. And we can help you to meet people. That won't be a problem. Like nowadays, I think it's easier to meet people than ever. And so, is there anything else in particular that we could help clarify for you or dig into as you're considering it?
how much is it to do?
It's $35 to get started.
Okay. Okay.
And
All
honestly,
right.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying? I interrupted you. I was like, oh no, I just want to talk. Were you saying something? No? Okay. I was just gonna say, worst case, Susan, when I started, Megan will tell you, I was so doubtful and I was like scared out of my mind. I was like, this is so like, I don't know, I'm just so doubtful. And I was just like, worst case scenario, Amelia, you can get a discount on all of your favorite products. And then it turned out to be the best case scenario for my whole life. And now I'm like a new person. And, I've made so many friends that I would have never made had I not said yes. And so I honestly think there's really no downside to saying yes versus you just get a bunch of friends and experience and fun, and a great discount. So I honestly think you can't go wrong, girl.
Okay.
I might be biased, Susan.
Pardon?
I said I might be biased, Susan. I don't
That's
know.
okay. Well, you gotta be biased. You have to be.
Yes. Susan, is there anything else that you would need to know?
I think that's all that I can think of at this point.
Yeah.
It was all of that. Do I need a separate bank account?
Yeah, so what we'll do is when you sign up, we help you to I have this welcome video and it will tell you to make a separate checking account and that way we can just fluctuate all of your income into that one account and you can track it. So are you feeling like you want to sign up or are you feeling like you need to process it still?
It's a tough question. Let me process it just one more week.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
because
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not really I'm not really sure yet.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this, what we normally do for women that want to sleep on it, which I totally understand, is I would do what I like to call a pillow test because you probably already know in your heart if this is something you really want to do, and most likely your brain is just trying to justify or like logically rationalize why this is or isn't a good idea. And so what I would do if I were you, Susan, is I would just make a list. This sounds so silly, but I would make a list of 2 columns of just the worst and best of like what's the worst thing that happens if I do this and what's the best thing. And if you're open, I mean, Anne or Shannon could give you a ring tomorrow. And would you be open to just like them touching base and just seeing how you feel tomorrow after you make your dual list?
Sure.
Okay. Because we're headed to Dallas on Saturday, and Anne is only one team member from her next promotion, and so you would actually help her up the career path, and you would win. So like
Don't put that
everybody would
pressure
win.
on me.
No, that's the thing. It's no pressure, but just do the pink pillow test. Just make your list, and there's no pressure either way. But that way you can like rationalize, like, is this worth it, or is it just simply not worth it? You know?
I gotcha.
Yeah. No, Susan, we low pressure here, but I do think you'd enjoy it. It's changed a lot since pre-COVID, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think one of her concerns is just the support too, knowing that she has the support behind her to help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Susan, you
I
got
mean,
me, you got Shannon, you got Amelia. Did you have bad leadership before?
No, it was good leadership. The lady that did it, she lives here she lives in Palm Coast. But she worked a full-time job and she would tell me stuff to do and you know, she was good, but I just don't think it was the right time.
Yeah. Well,
If that makes
Shannon
sense.
is a mom of 3. Shannon will be your director. This is her full-time career. She's a full-time mom, wife, and Mary Kay sales director. When I say she is the best, I mean Shannon is the most godly woman and she leads by example. Like you will be supported in Shannon 100%.
Okay.
You definitely got my support, Susan. Anything you need.
I appreciate it. I do.
And I can vouch for that because she's helped me and Candy a lot.
Yeah.
Probably more than we needed.
Oh, you're good. You're good, Ann. No, that's not true.
We need lots of help.
No, y'all are good. Y'all are new. So
yeah.
It's
learning.
Learning process.
Definitely learning.
Yeah. Well, real quick, Susan, we know where you are. And Dominique, I did want to ask you real quick, if you knew it was 35 bucks and if you knew you could succeed, would you ever consider doing this on the side for some extra money? We would love to know, Dominique. We want to be sure to include you in this.
I'm not against it in the future, perhaps, but just right now at this moment in my life, I'm trying to get some final certifications going on for teaching. I work with Bethany. So right now my focus is just kind of on the school aspect and things like that.
Absolutely, Dominique. Dominique, are you using the product currently?
I have to place my order with Bethany. I
Okay.
did a virtual facial thing last week.
Okay.
And I loved that. And I've actually already called my mom and I'm telling her, because way back, like 20 plus years ago, my mom sold Mary Kay. And she was like, do they still have satin hands? Do they still have the microdermabrasion?
And you know we do.
Yes.
Well,
So she was like, okay, send me the link.
Yes, I love that so much. Well, and I totally hear you. It sounds like right now doesn't totally feel like a good fit because of, teaching and your certifications. And one thought would just be just starting for 35 right now, fully recognizing that you're in like a crazy busy season and you could just use this time just to get acclimated to the products and your mom could buy from you and you could just kind of get the training and sell as a hobby. And then as you grow out of the season, you could just really hit the ground running because you would know the product and you'd be familiar with a lot. What would you think about that option?
What are the sales requirements to stay active each month?
Great question. So it's $225 wholesale every 3 months. So that's $450 worth of retail product. So if you're using the product yourself, your mom, and maybe probably 2 other friends, their orders will literally just keep you active because they're using the skincare. Because we found, so our skincare set retails for $116 and it lasts 3 months. So if you have just 3 people on that miracle set and then you're using the miracle set, that right there will just keep you active in and of itself.
Yeah, and you get 50% off, Dominique. Like that really is worth it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So those sets that are 100, you get for 50. So
yeah.
Yeah. And 3 people. Oh, what was that?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, and right now at this moment, is the $35 a limited time or is that the normal startup?
For what we know right now, it's to the end of July. Sometimes they change things on us. They're sneaky, no. But for right now, it's 35.
Okay.
Yeah. And the cool thing too is 3 people would benefit. You would benefit because of your discount. It would actually promote Bethany because she's working on her red jacket, and then it would promote Amelia to having another red jacket in her unit. So 3 women would benefit from you getting your stuff at a discount, which is awesome. So, well, awesome. Well, Dominique, is it something you want to do? I can't tell.
I right now, I think I just have so much on my plate that I know I wouldn't be able to give it my all. So I don't want to enter something to only be able to give like half of my effort. So maybe at a different time, but just right now, I think probably just staying a customer, and then getting kind of my own personal supply built up. And then the passion would come then. I'm just right now trying to reacclimate myself to Mary Kay products. So I don't feel like now would be a good time for me to jump in on something that I'm not super familiar with, passionate about yet, because I'm just now getting back into it.
And as you start to use the product too, I mean, even a month in, you'll see a difference. And so Bethany will be here, so if you decide, oh my gosh, I really like this stuff, we'll be here. And I bet your mom would probably be your first customer, it sounds like, as well.
Yes. Yeah. We're excited to just kind of get back started into the Mary Kay with these new orders coming in. So
I love that. Awesome. Well, you guys, thank you for your time, Dominique and Susan. And Susan, Shannon, and Anne will be in touch tomorrow. And Dominique, thank you for being Bethany's customer. We would not have a business without customers. And whenever this season does feel right, we will totally be here. We're not going anywhere. So, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.